Dear brothers and sisters, I am Devashish Purkayat. This video is only for those who think that nowadays getting a job is a Herculean task. Do always remember that if man can reach the moon, if man can measure the height of the Mount Everest, if man can invent mobile phones by which we communicate with each other, if man can eradicate the evil systems from our society, if man can drive out the British from India, then you must think that nowadays getting a job is a cup of tea. So, what are required for all these things are confident and your indomitable spirit. Friends, I repeat it, that getting a job nowadays is never a Herculean task if you cultivate some good habits within yourselves. RWLP. RWLP is a notable abbreviation which you must remember forever. RWLP means reading, writing, listening and practicing. We all know that practice makes man perfect. Without practicing, nobody can succeed, because the more you practice, the more you learn. Now the question is, what should we learn? What should we practice? Friends, if you are preparing for getting a job, do always remember that do not count upon your teacher entirely. As an example, I can say that suppose your teacher has taught you the usage of pronoun and its classification. After the class, you must do self-study. You must study the topic in your own grammar book, because it should never be forgot that a good student is always better and more powerful than a teacher. Comes the point listening. Listening is a good habit. The more one listens, the more one learns. Learn properly and correctly. Suppose we are watching a movie where Shah Rukh Khan is playing as a hero. 90 of us imagine ourselves to be the Shah Rukh Khan while watching the movie. So why can't we imagine ourselves to be the leader or the speaker who is delivering a speech, maybe on television or on stage? We always make a scapegoat. We always find excuses. We never find solutions. We never blame ourselves. To speak in English, what is prominently required is communication. Suppose there is nobody to communicate with you, so do not find excuses. There are a lot of scopes finding you, but you are not finding them. Suppose one of your neighbors or relatives or parents asks you, where are you going? Practice in English. I am going to market to buy fish. But reply them in your mother tongue. So, from leaving the bed to going to bed, what we listen, practice in English. You may reply them in your mother tongue, but practice them in English. Now let's come to the point how to get job early. Friends, one thing must be remembered, that if I die today, people will forget me tomorrow. People will say, do you know Deva died? Deva? Who is Deva? That YouTuber boy who was teaching English on YouTube. Oh, he died. Oh, so sad. Next day, do you know Deva died? Deva died. Who is Deva? That YouTuber who was teaching English on YouTube. Sorry, I have never heard of. People will automatically forget you if you do not erect a post for your name, if you do not do a notable work in this world, people will automatically forget you. So erect a post for your name, so that people will always remember you. So many people advise you that getting a job requires 10 hours daily reading. It is risky, it is hazardous. How will you study 10 hours daily? Your brain automatically will be damaged if you read 10 hours daily. I I advise you, getting a job requires only 5 or 6 hours daily. But daily reading. After leaving the bed, practice at least 200 mathematics questions every day. It may be that there will be some questions, some problems that you can't work out. Ask your teacher or see the solutions, but mark them all that you cannot work out. Now, before going to bed, practice all the marked questions that you could not solve in the morning. And after a week, practice all the marked questions that you could not solve. And thus, by practicing, you can reach the zenith. Nobody and nothing can hinder you from success. Now, English. How should we start English for competitive exam? Suppose you are learning synonyms today. Tomorrow, one-word substitution. The day after tomorrow, phrasal verb. If this is how you are learning competitive English, funny man, then you will never qualify in competitive exam. Because we should never forget that this is a brain, it is not a computer. So, if you are learning synonyms today, first complete the whole chapter of synonyms and then start another. Otherwise, your brain will capture nothing. Friends, 1 hour for GK and reasoning for alternative tests. Suppose you are learning GK today, tomorrow it will be reasoning. Suppose you are learning reasoning today, tomorrow it will be GK. 1 hour for GK and reasoning on alternative tests. Because if you continuously learn GK, your brain will automatically be damaged. You will be disappointed, you will get frustrated. So, why worry it? This is the system by which you can get a job earlier or become an orator. So, practice